Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon to miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the GE Superadio II, and we'll perform a daytime medium wave band scan. This is a really cool radio. You guys haven't seen it for review yet because it's pretty similar to the Superadio original, except with addition of a tweeter and different knobs. That's about it. Same internals pretty much, and so let's give it a go. Let's go over some features of the radio. Similar to the Superadio 1, we got the same design element on the left-hand side. The front, we're greeted with a 5-inch speaker, and now a tweeter behind this metal speaker grill, and officially labeled Superadio 2. Over here we have our kind of a prettier knob. It's a chrome embellished knob. We have a band select switch, AM, FM. We have an AFC on or off for FM. We have a treble control, bass control, and of course volume or loudness control. The dials up here, similar again to the Superadio, the original. FM 88 to 108, log scale in the middle, AM, it says 550 to 1600. We'll have to see where it tops out. Long range, high sensitivity. Top here we have a metal handle, and then we have our 360 swiveling FM antenna. Our power switch on top. On the right hand side we have the headphone jack, or probably earphone. And on the back, let me see if I can flip this around here. Be careful with it, it's pretty heavy. Alright, you can see the awesomeness of this radio right here, the 200 millimeter AM ferrite rod antenna, internal there. It's claim to fame. We have some antenna connections, FM and then AM. And our model number, I think, is there. Give me a second, I can find the model number. No, it's not printed on this one, but the original, let's see, I'm looking here. Yeah, there it is, really tiny. Let's see if we can get that in focus there. So that says 7-2885F. Okay, made in China, not Hong Kong. The original is made in Hong Kong. So here we go, we're going to set this back down. And then behind this battery compartment is similar to the originals. Let me just see if I can get this popped open. Quite tight fitting. And behind here, we're going to find 6 D-cell batteries. There you go. Top row positives are the left, and the bottom row positives are to the right. There's our AC cord wound up in that little pocket there. And that is hooked up to a transformer inside, so that's kind of nice. It never worry about losing that cord since it's permanently attached. Okay, just going to flip this radio back over. Do a little size comparison, and then get the tuning to see what we can hear in the daytime. I had my regular Superadio out a while ago and found some new stations on the daytime, which I was shocked. Pretty cool radio. So let's go ahead and show you size comparison. There's CC pocket again, fits in the area of the speaker well. Since this radio is about 5 inches tall and that speaker is 5 inches, you get the idea. And then here we have our frequency checker of the day, the CC Skywave. I like to use this to frequency check the analog scale of the analog radios while we're tuning along in case I get lost. Typically I don't get lost because these have high selectivity on them. And then here we have Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He prefers radios from Japan, but he'll settle for ones made in China mainland. I don't know if that really rhymed, but it's fun. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this on and tune the daytime scale. Current time, I don't know if we caught that, was 1:21 p.m. Central Daylight Time near Chicago, Illinois. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this on. Get some static at the bottom of the band, of course. Everything's turned off here. Let's go ahead and tune this up. One thing I noticed about this radio, definitely higher pitch between stations as you hit static, probably because of the tweeter, and this speaker is a bit more responsive, and I think a higher pitch also. The original single is somehow more mellow, which I like, but this is a cool radio too. Let's see if this is the station here.
More stories.
Yeah, so we don't, obviously, we were contending, so we had the Christmas Day games all the time.
This is 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. ESPN, always a faint station to pick up.
But it was over the Christmas, so you know the NBA, they always do like...
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and find 560. You can see where I'm at on the dial here.
If you think that I'm worth hearing, that's a bargain. If you don't think I'm worth hearing, that's money stolen from you. But it's not stolen because we can't take it.
I'm going to show you the bass treble here.
Pragertopia.com. It is a big deal. Oh, my friend.
Full bass.
We have more, right? What did we have? We have Joe Biden. So Joe Biden repeated.
Full treble, full bass.
I'd love to ask Joe Biden, do you think Joe Biden, put your hand on a Bible,
no bass, all treble,
that Donald Trump was a Jewish son-in-law, a Jewish daughter, and Jewish grandchildren?
Okay, sorry about the subject here. I'm not really picking what he's talking about, but now we have no bass, no treble.
Put your hand on the Bible.
Low bass, low treble.
Oh. I wonder what he would say. What would he say? Call me up if you know.
The highs get high really fast. I tend to keep the treble lower on this radio versus a super radio. I tend to keep a little higher because that radio is a bit more bassy than this one. This one gets a lot of bass, but the highs just come in quick.
In light of the fact that he has a Jewish child,
so we'll try it at this setting here. Middle bass. There we are.
And Jewish grandchildren.
But is it really choice for them if all the brands are owned by you?
Absolutely, it's choice. Because the pricing for each hotel is different, the location is going to be different.
This is 580 WILL, Urbana, Illinois. NPR. This is about 150 miles away.
For example, you've got the W Lakeshore by Navy Pier. Down the street, there's a Courtyard by Marriott, a Westin, a Ritz.
Oftentimes, if we're left to our own devices, we can isolate, and it's not healthy.
Another distance station here is about 140 miles away. This is 590 WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan.
You will get through this without a shadow of a doubt, but you're going to have to stay focused. Thank you so much, Angela, for your call. All right, next up, we've got David down in Florida. David, how can we help you?
Our 2019 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Hello, iHeartRadio fans.
More than 20 superstars from all genres of music.
Okay, this is 600 WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. This one's 175 miles away. One of the farthest stations I can pick up during the day on most of my radios. Though the GE Superadio original did pick up a station further away, and we'll see if we can find that today, if possible.
Thursday the 3rd, only on the CW.
The following is a true story.
We were wrong. We should give some credit, some money.
So this is an older radio. I can feel the tuner strings a little stiff on this one here. I struggle with it a little bit, but still got good selectivity. Of course, on the low end, you saw the scale there. Quite a bit of space between 550 and like 900 there, or 1,000. Quite the dial space, which is nice. So this is we are on 620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I mean that riff, that opening riff, is such a principal part of the
Better
song.
this way.
You know, it's really the core of the song.
Right. Oh no, it's what makes it recognizable. That's why when Eric Boside,
It's got some good bass. I like that. Nice.
3 or 4 notes. I mean, everybody hears that, and you know it's Stairway to Heaven, right?
Indeed.
La medicina natural es lo único que tiene la hormona natural, lo más parecido a lo que produce la mujer. Y de hecho se da como
Here's 640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois. Hispanic station, as you can tell.
producto natural excelente. Le voy a dejar, perdóneme si me he pasado un poquito de tiempo, el tema es muy amplio. Le dejo mi
Afternoon against the Cardinals. And then Chris Ranji was here, and he said, hey, why don't you come and be on my show down in St.
This is 670 The Score, WSCR, Chicago, Illinois, home of the Cubs.
So I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, I left here, jumped on the red line, jumped off at Addison, went over to Greystone to meet Ranji and his crew.
Gonna flip up this dial so you can see it once in a while.
The silence around
40% off on fiberglass.
There's a station here, 700, Cincinnati, WLW, and 300 miles away. And that's my goal, to reach that station someday with one of my radios. I think I'm hearing something besides static popping. It's very faint.
The pressure.
Okay, go to 720.
And they opened with a cartoon of Homer Simpson that then cut to some shtick backstage, where then they pushed somebody out to do some announcing, and the whole thing was clunky. Right?
I agree, but I also love that, what's his name from Breaking Bad did go out there and kind of start the show.
In person, this audio coming out here is really nice sounding.
That if someone is going to lead the way, why not?
Okay, 720 WGN.
Lead the charge. But then they have, so is this, I don't know who Thomas Lennon is that the guy who's...
El Evangelio San Lucas. Vamos a dar nombre del Padre, el Hijo, Espíritu Santo.
Usually I turn the radio, but didn't have to with this station, 750. This is WNDZ, Portage, Indiana.
Sino que la pone en el candelero para que alumbre a todos los que entren en la casa. Pues nada hay escondido.
There we go. So yeah, these GE Super Radios pick up 760 WJR Detroit, Michigan, which is about 275 miles away. So there you go. Awesome. I'm so close to picking up Ohio, but I pick up this Detroit station. It's 270 miles away. Excuse me. Let me just check my mileage here. My mileage chart. Yeah, 270 miles away. Hey, a little flashlight. Comes in handy. All right. Let's go ahead and turn this up. Yeah, this is it. WJR. Awesome. I'm sure if I put a big strong passive loop to it, I could probably clear up that signal a little bit.
The UN holds a climate change summit.
780, kind of blowing into it a little bit. This is WBBM Chicago, Illinois.
Pearson bike tickets drop across Chicago, but one demographic still sees a high number of citations.
This is Bernie Tafoya, one of the victims of weekend violence in Chicago.
Highland Avenue west of Crystal Street. On the expressways, Eden's.
820. Excuse me, is WCPT, Willow Springs, Illinois, about 40 miles away.
Street and from North Avenue to
I believe a left-wing station.
Oh, here in downtown, 26 minutes up on 28. It's backed up from Byrne Interchange to Armitage.
The next station should be, it might come in faint, it's WKAR East Lansing, Michigan, which is 140 miles away. Another distant station grab if we can get it before we run into 890 WLS Chicago. So let's see if we can get 870. We are in the right direction. Turn this up. 850's dead, which was WAIT Crystal Lake. There we go. I can't make out what they're saying, but I'm picking up hint of voices there in WKAR. So it's probably doable depending on what time of day. Maybe during morning hours, early morning, and then late evening. Or sorry, early evening hours when dusk hits. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, hold on a second. I know what that was. Hold on. Okay, watch this.
America first. No, if anything, they're cheating the American people. They're bankrupting this
It's sensitive. It's picking up static or something. Static discharge maybe as I move it. This is 860. Okay, yeah, this is a new station I found too. I'll put the call sign, distance, and what it is. It's a, I believe a Milwaukee station or north of Milwaukee. But it's low power and I could never pick it up because of 850. But now I can pick it up.
We'll be right back. Right after this.
They, trying to think soul music or blues or, as you can tell, trying to get their call letters, but I think they're going commercial. Sweet.
Doors are being slammed in your face.
So a new, not really a new log for me, but a new log for you guys on my radio here. Sweet.
$99 can put your credit.
Okay, this next station was WKAR here, 870. I forgot about 860 being in the way. So WKAR East Lansing, Michigan. Definitely can copy that.
They'd be in this cloud of smoke.
Yeah, there's a picture.
890 WLS, Chicago, Illinois. High pitch whine coming from the camera. Always on all my radios.
See that he's blowing smoke.
Oh my god, I don't even remember that.
I knew there was a picture.
Using Juul, and this is like,
Oh boy, they're making Juul like an evil thing. I don't smoke them either, but it's just like, what about real cigarettes? Isn't that still a problem? These people driving me nuts. It's like, oh no, some people are getting sick on the Juuls. Like 8. And then you forget about cigarettes. And anyway, let's do radio. Gotta turn it. Very sensitive to direction. That's what we want.
Like who they beat, like who you beat, like the Ravens we were talking.
920 WOKY, the Big Badger, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Well, they played a good game against the Chiefs. It might not have been the entire, like at the end of it wasn't the entire game plan that they wanted, but they kept.
Style. There's our dial.
You try and do when you play a high-powered offense. So they beat who they beat, and they.
And paragraphs. To be able to sight read something out loud.
930 WBKM, Sandwich, Illinois.
The ancient Romans, they were always marveled that someone could do that.
Relevant radio or Catholic radio station.
Caesar, one of them, invented a kind of punctuation system for himself, but it didn't catch on.
Okay, I don't know if the music's gonna give me copyright. Come on. Are you done with your intro?
The Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, there's Scott Robbins.
Okay, 940 is WFAW for Atkinson, Wisconsin.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Well, Trump tweeted, and then there was other...
Hello, Sam. How are you?
I went and bought myself some cheap glasses.
Okay, here we go. 950 AM WNTA, Chicago, which is pretty much a mirror station to WBKM. We just passed.
Tim from Orlando.
The plastic straw debate. So I'm watching our national.
970 is WHA, Madison, Wisconsin.
But the candidate I choose will hopefully have as much.
But I think it might be game related, like game situation related. They knew the opponent, and they
WMVP, Chicago, Illinois.
For 2 every time.
ESPN.
Their first touchdown. Now, granted, they had a penalty, and maybe that changed things. They lined up to kick, and they went to the 1. Now they didn't get it. So
you hear the creaking of this tuning knob. I hope it holds up. 1030 WNVR, Vernon Hills, Illinois.
Oh, okay.
To nie Tommy, bo co? Tommy.
It's not too early to book your company's holiday party. Custom packages start at only $7.50 per person.
Direction sensitive, of course. WLIP, Kenosha, Wisconsin.
From today's TMJ4, I'm meteorologist.
But they got some good music on the weekends.
Becoming mostly sunny for today and breezy.
Okay, this next station is about 100 miles away. There it is.
Money back guarantee. USA.com is the website. Sunday 31. This is
Barely picking it up. This is 1060 between not 2 stronger stations, but between 2 stations. WHFB, Benton Harbor, Michigan, about 100 miles away.
damn right. Because if you're not good to you, life can be harder for others.
1070 WTSO, Madison, Wisconsin. They have NASCAR races on the weekends. I listen to this one a lot.
It's okay, guys. You and your loved ones will be so glad you did.
Smutna wiadomość, kochani Państwo, dla nas Polaków. Dla całego kościoła zresztą.
1080 WNWI, Oak Lawn, Illinois.
71-letni ksiądz.
Okay, we got music on 1110 WMBI, Chicago, Illinois. at home where you left them. I'm sorry. I don't know what they were talking about. It's probably a serious thing. So let's get serious. 11:30 WISN, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I don't care what you think of the issue.
He's already said, but that's not what he's talking about here. When he says don't judge your brother, he was talking about
1160 WYLL, Chicago, Illinois, Christian radio.
the Bible didn't even address. Christians were judging each other about what they ate or what they drank or about whether they kept the Sabbath days or...
Strong station is picking up. This is where it would null out. So we're going to go for 1180 WSQR, the Squirrel, Sycamore, Illinois. Let's see if he shows up.
Look at verse 10. We'll stand before the judgment seat.
City manager Bill Nicholas says it's not expected.
Yeah, he's not going to show up. He only shows up when there's music playing.
Says both routes will be subsidized.
We got news. This is WSQR, Sycamore.
To get some corporate support. Initial service to the Auburn train station would begin on October 7th, and the new Southside route would start running on October 28th.
So the people who can speak Spanish, if they want to translate a little bit of what these stations, if there's anything cool that ever you hear on my band scan, you're like, hey, Todderbert, that was awesome. Let me know. Comment, because I don't know. I can't decode it. Maybe I'll learn how to speak Spanish in the future, because there's so much Spanish-speaking folks on shortwave. I even find a lot of ham radio activity with ham radio coming out of Mexico and South America. Did I give the call? That was 1200 WRTO Chicago. 1200, yeah. Oh, they're broadcasting the same thing on 1220 WKRS, Waukegan, Illinois. Must be a pretty important subject.
And pay the tax due at that time. That money...
Okay, 1230 here is WCLO, Janesville, Wisconsin.
When you can pull that money out, but just...
1240 WSBC, Chicago, Illinois. I'm going a little quicker here. Country station here, 1260 WEKZ, Monroe, Wisconsin, 60 miles away. Kind of a harder one to get, but I'm glad I'm picking it up. It's the right direction, that's why I moved the radio.
Well, it's time you discovered the money press.
1280 WBIG, Aurora, Illinois.
And market forces already taking place.
Here is a music station. Just picking up a hint of 1290 WZTI, Greenfield, Wisconsin. Good benchmark. Caught that. It said Fonz FM. That's their call, even though it's an AM station. All right. 1300 WRDZ, LaGrange, Illinois.
I think the Democrats...
WIBA on 1310, Madison, Wisconsin.
What I think is...
Not what I know, it's what I think. Yeah, you know it.
Really good in that first quarter against the Minnesota Vikings.
So we got two stations kind of like slamming into each other on the same frequency. WNTA 1330, Rockford, Illinois, and I believe 1330 WKTA, Evanston, Illinois.
The one pass that got him 17 yards.
Here's Rockford.
Screened. Otherwise, he picked it.
Access to use it again. This heat
1360 WLBK, DeKalb, Illinois.
fixed payment over a fixed period of time. Here's the issue. Most of the time, the payment goes to interest only first and
still last selectivity, which is good.
The game. So it's a mirage.
1380 got music on WBEL, South Beloit, Illinois. 1390 WGRB, Chicago, Illinois. Some choir music happening. Probably get a copyright. Now it's getting real pitchy, so you gotta turn his treble down. I know it sounds weird, but that's what happens when you're tuning. Okay, 1400 WRJN with music on Racine, Wisconsin. Sweet.
It turns out making a lot of money in the Ukraine. To the point where the
1410 is WRMN, Elgin, Illinois.
Obama is not only the vice president, but he's in charge.
1430 WEEF, Deerfield, Illinois. So I just know where I'm at. It's this radio is really selective, just like the original. Dial is pretty accurate. I think the original is like just more dead accurate. This is pretty close to being dead accurate also, I think. It's really compared to two side by side, but I think the other one just, wherever you put it, it's exactly where it's supposed to be. 1440 WROK, Rockford, Illinois.
Subscription. Just go to norton.com/VPN. Terms.
This one I can't usually pick up with smaller radios. 1450 WCEV, Cicero, Illinois. Next to it is a Hispanic station, music, 1460 WJTI, West Ellis, Wisconsin. Always a little hard to pick up. It's got a hint of it there. Another good benchmark station. Some other radios can't even touch that. Alright. The power of 200 millimeters. Yeah. Those in the military know those are big cannons. Alright. Or artillery, excuse me. Alright. Yeah. You can tell I wasn't in the military.
For that good, genuine country sound. That is right here on Iron Country, 101.9 FM and 1490 AM. Merle Haggard, and
there we go, 1490 WGEZ, Iron Country. This is Beloit, Wisconsin.
The Brothers Bellamy on the Iron Country stage. Tim McGraw and T.G. Shepard. Right now it's Willie Nelson, who is just over at Farm Aid 2019 on Saturday in our own backyard at Alpine Valley in East Troy. It's Old Blue Line.
Okay, music here on 1500 WPJX, Zion, Illinois. See, I thought the dial was a little off here. I'm not sure. You know, we get to 1500, you think it would be in the middle of 14 and 1600, but I think it's offset a little bit because I think we get to 1400. It's like right on the 1. So there we go. I think we're still pretty good. We'll work to the top of the dial anyway. 1500. This is like a heavy metal band, believe it or not. Heavy metal music. WPJX, Zion. Rock. Todderbert style. Not really. Barely picked this up. 1510 to be RDD, Waukesha, Wisconsin. That's a surprise.
Thank you for taking my call. I just want to make a point about the skin.
I'm just going to tune up to the top.
Might be
I looked at my water heater and it says
1590 WCGO, Evanston, Illinois.
Yes, it's self-cleaning. You must clean it yourself.
To the top of the dial here. 1620, the hazardous road, Lake County. Low power, 10-watt antennas. County away from me.
You are listening to WPGR 256. This is the Lake County Passage Highway Travel Advisory Radio, operating on 1620 kilohertz AM for Monday, September 23rd.
There you go, September 23rd. So you guys are probably seeing this like in November. It's just the way I do my videos. I film it like months in advance, so I have a nice backlog of videos for you guys. So I never run out. Alright, let's keep going. think this is 1640 WSJP, Sussex, Wisconsin. That or it's 1630 KCJJ. I don't know. 1640. And that's where it tops out, 1640. All right, so let's go ahead and just turn this off. Final thoughts, the GE Superadio II rocks the house. Loving it on medium wave during the day. It's probably going to rock tonight. I really haven't had it out in the evening, so we're going to find out together. Yes, us. First time, yeah. Definitely, this is a fun radio. I'm getting used to the highs a little bit. It's not too bad as long as I have that treble turned down. So there it is. So if you're a fan of GE Super Radios, hit the bell icon. Yeah, we'll hit that too. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future videos with the GE regular, the GE2, and maybe I'll get a GE Super Radio 3 just to compare. I know everybody's like, oh, don't get that one. But you know what? If it's cheap enough, hey, why not? Have the whole family together, together again. And then 3, of course, comment below what you think about the Super Radio during the day on medium wave. The Super Radio 2, 2. Yes. What do you think? What do you like? Do you like the original or do you like this one better? Let me know. All right, guys. Take care, and we'll see you in the next episode.